Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So I'm reading today for Virgo energy. So you don't have to be Virgo sun sign for this reading to resonate. You may have Virgo in different places in your chart. You may be dealing with a Virgo. It just may be the way Virgo energy is affecting all of us. So if you find it resonates, great. If not, maybe check out your other placements, and there's a link in the description box below so that you can go and find out your full birth chart if you're interested in doing that. So first up, I was getting something about cars, traffic lights. It seems to be coming through through other readers as well. I heard it in Awakening to Spirit and James 13 Wicca on their channels, and I channeled Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. Something about cars, maybe somebody's had a bit of an accident, somebody's got a new car, something like this. Seems to be coming through for a lot of different readers, and I don't know if it's a message for you, but I've struck it through. So maybe something was a write-off. I don't know. I don't know if that's a message for you or not. I just thought I'd mention it because it kind of came up. What did come through for you very strongly, and I'll kind of explain the cards in a moment once I've got through the intuitive messages. I just saw 111 on the timestamp. Be Our Guest by Beauty and the Beast. You know, be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie a napkin round your neck, cherie, and we'll provide the rest. And what's really funny is these kind of words were kind of looking at me as I was channeling this song. So friend song. So I don't know whether a friend is singing a song. Maybe they sing something. It could be like a cledon, right? A friend sings a song, and it's like, oh wait, why are you singing that song? Like, that actually means something to me. Something like that. That's happened to me and a Virgo friend before, actually. It could be something like that. Maybe you and this friend are linked somehow. There's definitely a friend. Like I say, I've got the word friend here, and there's like two people here. It's like this shared energy. And this thing as well about empathic starseed. So you may see yourself as a starseed. You may not realize you're a starseed. It's not for everybody. If it fits, you know, wear it well. What's that? If the shoe fits, wear it well. Na, 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 na. What is that? That's a song. If the shoe fits, wear it well. I don't know what that is, but I just channeled it now, so it could be something for somebody. So empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, and absorbing what's not yours. So you may be particularly empathic. You may be feeling things and experiencing emotions that aren't actually your emotions. It's like, why do I suddenly feel sad today? Why do I suddenly feel ill? Why do I suddenly feel this or that? It could be that you're channeling a friend's energy. This is something that happens with me quite a lot. I'm not going to go into it now, but I've definitely felt things that have been distressing, and then it's turned out to be something that somebody close to me was going through. So this may be affecting you as well. So figuring out what's your energy and what's the energy of a friend or people around you. Again, you may be particularly empathic, you know, picking up on other people's feelings and emotions without even realizing you're doing it. Back to Be Our Guest. So it was playing so loudly in my head, like channeling it so strongly for you. It's obviously from the film Beauty and the Beast, where Belle sits down and all the different servants in the castle come dancing around her. And I'm particularly focused on Lumiere. I'm really seeing Lumiere very clearly as your character, but again, flip it and reverse it. I feel like the Virgos watching aren't necessarily going to take this as a compliment, so bear with me. But it's very applicable to the Virgo energy. So put our service to the test. I only live to serve. Virgo is the servant of, this is why I'm saying you might not like this. Virgo is the servant of the zodiac. You know, Virgo likes to give. Virgo likes to nurture. Virgo likes to feel useful, like they're playing a role in society, like, you know, they're needed by the people around them. So this isn't a bad thing, but of course it can get taken advantage of. You can overgive, but it could be that maybe some of you are like out of work or something, or, you know, you're in this energy of, because he says, I'm needing exercise, flabby, fat and lazy. Life is so unnerving for a servant who's not serving. Oh, those good old days when we were useful. These are all lines from it. And I was going through and I was like, so Virgo. It's like this need to feel useful, this need to feel needed, this need to provide, especially for people that you care strongly about. So it's like, if you can feel very lost. If you feel like you're not useful in a situation or you're not needed, you can feel very lost and just, yeah, not useful, like a spare part. So I don't know if that's coming through for somebody there, if that's something you're experiencing. But this thing is all about needing exercise and feeling flabby, fat, and lazy, like lying around the house, feeling like you're useless. It's very Virgo, because again, Virgo, you have this energy of the hero in an action movie. You want to feel like you're saving the day sometimes. It's like a natural Virgo energy. Again, with full charts, okay, we're not just one energy. So some people, I know a Virgo friend who says, I don't feel like a Virgo. And I'm like, you are such a Virgo. But like we have full charts. So there's different placements and different signs within that full birth chart. So different things can have an impact on that. So you may find that you've got a strong placement that kind of contradicts some of the Virgo energy. So take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, as always. But pure Virgo energy needs exercise. And when you get crabby, when you feel, when you feel like you've been lying around and you've not been doing anything and you're not useful, you do need that exercise. You do need to blow off steam. You do need to be moving and be active. You are a sign also associated with health, and also this kind of neuroticism of health. So take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. It just came through so strongly, and I was like, I never realized Lumiere was a Virgo, but he is. So I want to ask you, with that, I want to ask you, who or what are you serving? And are you over giving? Could you give more? Are you giving to the right people, places, or things? You may need to ask yourself a few questions about where are you giving your energy to. I want to say it's healthy for you to be in that role of a provider, that role of a giver, because it makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you feel useful and like you have value. So it's good for you to do that. But again, are you giving to the right places, people, and things? Or are you feeling like you're being taken advantage of? Are you feeling like your efforts are ignored? Yeah. But even like course by course, one by one, till you shout, enough, I'm done. I'm like, that fits so well with a couple of Virgos I know. It's incredible. And so I was channeling it and I was thinking, this is so Virgo, so Virgo. That course by course, one by one, it feels like perfecting something. It came through with the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is an energy of something that you do over time. Some seeds that you plant. Really interesting with what the cards that came out after this confirming this. Can you see she's got like a seed, like a seedling growing in her stomach here, like something that's planted and it grows over time. You've got like all these cards about growth here as well. Like growth, you've got growth twice. So something's growing. A seed that you've planted is growing. An idea that you've had is hatching, something like this. So yeah, it's this Seven of Pentacles energy. Like, it takes time. It's something that grows over time with like this sustained effort and this sustained care as well, being kind of like the caretaker of the zodiac. And I was kind of thinking, it feels also more like it was coming through as Seven of Pentacles, but it feels to me like Eight of Pentacles as well, in terms of like perfecting something. So course by course, one by one. Maybe it's like literally courses, like studying. Maybe you're trying to get a degree or some kind of qualification and you have to take, small courses to build up the credits. It's like one at a time, this course, then I'll go into the next course, like slow and steady, one by one, and then I'm going to get that qualification at the end of it. Because the Eight of Pentacles is about improving something over time. So with this course by course, like the food as well, it's like perfecting the meal because you do it over and over again. So something like that coming through for you with the Seven and Eight of Pentacles energy. Lumiere is a candlestick. He brings light. My candle has gone out. How curious is that? How curious is that my candle should go out when I'm talking about candles and being the bringer of light. Now, this bringer of light energy is also interesting. So not only, I think, do you bring light into the lives of your friends and your family, your community, the people around you, being a supportive friend, tending to other people's needs and caring so much about other people. Virgo is such a caring sign. I always say I'm a Libra, and when I wrote flabby, fat, and lazy, I was like, that's me. I'm lazy. Like I have so many Virgo caretakers like throughout my life. Like, I'm so thankful for Virgos for keeping me alive. Some of us are good at it and some of us aren't. I am very much the need to be cared for energy. So yeah, but I appreciate my Virgos. So that's the thing. You have to appreciate your Virgo friends. So are people appreciating your friendship or not? Where was I going with this? Candlestick bring light. So yeah, you're bringing light into other people's lives. But it's also coming through. I'm getting, because you are Virgo is the sign of the Virgin. This is, you know, your thing, just like Libra is the scales, Virgo is the Virgin. Now, I'm not saying that you are virgins, but I'm getting this energy of I mean, maybe you are, maybe you're not, you know, whatever works for you. 1010 on the timestamp. I'm getting this Virgin Mother energy. It's coming through for various readings, and I'm just going to talk about it a little bit with it being your sign. So, I'm not particularly religious. I kind of think everything is one big thing. So all religions are just part of the bigger story, the bigger picture of humanity. So I'm not validating or invalidating any particular religion. It's all part of that human experience for me. So whatever your religion is, it's totally fine, or whether you're not religious, totally fine. Everybody's welcome here, and it's okay if we have different belief systems. So whatever works for you is the key message here. But I am getting this Virgin Mary energy through in a couple of different readings, specifically in terms of cloaking. And what's really, really interesting, and I was quite surprised to find this, is I was drawn to images of the domes, like the dome-shaped on top of buildings throughout the world, and specifically, appropriately in the news, to Russia, and the Basilica. And I kind of was Googling the Basilica a little bit, and there's an inner room which is dedicated to, you know, the Virgin Mary, or Mary the Mother, and there's a story attached to it. Now, it's really interesting because I was getting this cloaking, or like this layer energy I talked about in yesterday's reading, I think, for Leo, and the veil being removed, the veil being lifted from our eyes. And there's a story of the Basilica where somebody saw this vision of the Virgin Mary, and she put her cloak or her veil over the crowd to protect them. So there's this energy of protection. So I don't know why that's coming through, but with you being the Virgin in the astrology, it felt appropriate to talk about it here for you. So I don't know whether you are protecting people, cloaking other people, hiding something. There is an energy of something being hidden. I don't know, but it feels good. It feels like whatever the cloak is coming to me like a mist around the world. This cloaking mist connectivity is like, it's the way it's been coming through for me in meditation is like, it's like seeds being planted in the earth, and then with this kind of energy that I've been talking about of like the snow going upwards, it's like this fog or this veil, which feels almost like a membrane. It's like connected, right? Kind of like if you look on this card here with this energy around this thing, and then it's like the veil's lifting and raising the vibration of the planet is the way it's coming through with this very, very feminine energy. I don't know what that means. It's what's coming through in meditation. I'm going to kind of leave it there and move on. But if it means something to you, great. If it doesn't, then just leave it. It's kind of, I'm seeing it in the cards as well. Song, there could be something about song. I was kind of getting with the domes, like you know, sometimes they say about pyramids and things as well, like it makes a noise, you know, like the wind can blow a certain way, and these monoliths and things, these buildings, if I just show you this energy here of like these buildings all around the earth. It's so funny how it comes through in the readings, the stuff that I've been channeling. It's like you know, like when the wind blows through it, it hums, or it makes a certain vibration or a certain note. Something like that coming through as well, like with the standing stones and the stuff about Avebury in yesterday's reading. So I don't know. Like I say, it's like all around the world, because this almost looks like Morocco or somewhere like that. What else do I have? So song, yeah, you've got song here, friend song. Be our guest, put our service to the test. Out of the black into the blue, energies combined. This is a Lana Del Rey song. I was channeling that. I want to move out of the black into the blue. It was coming through with this card here. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Now, you've got a couple of cards about truth. The Ace of Air here is about a truth being spoken. It's the Ace of Swords. Something, again, I didn't see this before, but a truth that was hidden, something being hidden. Interesting, the Hierophant and the World card here. I didn't know these were here. Again, something being hidden, some kind of spiritual truth. The World card here, a veil being lifted, a truth being spoken. You also have it over here. Again, I'm not particularly religious. I'm just telling you the messages messages that the cards are saying and that are coming through meditation. The truth as well here. So you've got 2 cards about truth. So it's like a truth being spoken, a friend confessing something, because the song that actually randomized for you on Spotify was Pure Morning by Placebo. My friend confessed, she passed the test. My friend confessed, she passed the test. So this initiation, this rite of passage, a confession perhaps, maybe some of you go to confession, but it's like somebody speaking a truth or confessing something, a friend, and it's like that's the key word. That's what gets them through to the next phase. That's what gets them through to the next level, something like this. So maybe this is like some of you are playing like Dungeons and Dragons, or like, you know, LARPing or something like this. It's like, that's the keyword, you passed the test, you're the hero we needed, here you go, we're recruiting you into the next phase, the next level, something like that. I don't know. But interestingly, in this darkness, there's all these snakes. Can you see them? There's some here, there's some here. They're really hard to see, but there's a lot of snakes in this darkness. And then with that Lana Del Rey song, passing out of the black into the blue, it's like going through into this better place, this new world, because it says here, a new earth. A new earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. So I don't know what this is for you. It could be many different things, right? And the next phase of your journey, you know, being accepted into some kind of group or program, or you know, completing a phase of your life and going to the next level. Again, if you're doing something with like with the Hierophant card there, that can be like university. The World card as well is like, these 2 cards are both about learning big lessons, about kind of wrapping things up, learning everything you need to do in a certain situation. Sometimes it can be talking about global travel, but this could absolutely be completing a university course. So for some of you, perhaps you've been studying in secret, you didn't tell people you were doing this. It could also be, what could it also be? For some of you, it's a new phase of your life in terms of pregnancy, because I'm getting this, again, like 2 people coming together. With these cards here, this joy and action, it's like, can you see how the flower becomes the skirt? So it's like this hummingbird spirit going sipping the nectar, if you like, but also kind of almost like unexpectedly, because you have unexpected here, like going through and into the flower and then becoming something new. There's like a transformation that takes place with these energies combined, because it says energies combined. In that Lana Del Rey song, she says something about being done with the Crowley way of being, of energies combined. So it's I want to say the energies are combining here for you. I want to say it brings you a lot of joy with this action and kind of activation energy. So there's too much stuff. There's a lot of messages in here. So it could be with friends as well. 3 of water could mean friendship. Or again, this kind of like siren song, like something calling you. Too many messages. Okay. For some of you, it could be pregnancy, if I just pull it back in. So joy into action. It's like, this is obviously can be taken with a sexual meaning, you know, a lot of pleasure. And then it goes to this card here, pleasure, which is kind of looks like an orgasm, right? Looks like an orgasm, and then it's like this activation energy, you know, this energy signal. It's almost like feeling it within first, and then the signal be kind of beaming up and out. So there is an element of sexual gratification here, and then it goes on to this like going within, and this seed being planted inside her stomach. The fecundity means, sorry, I'm talking quite quickly, there's just a lot of information. Fecundity means fruitfulness. I was kind of getting all you can eat buffet. I don't know what you're up to. But it looks like it gives you a lot of pleasure, is what I'm going to say. For some of you, not all of you. So whatever it is, this seed being planted, if it's pregnancy, it could be quite unexpected. Unexpected pregnancy, blue moon. Didn't expect it to happen. Didn't think it was possible. And then, you know, over time as well, you see the timepiece here. There is growth. This world is in a nest. And then obviously it grows. Where's that growth card? There. So like, yeah, growth. So For some of you, it is pregnancy. Like, okay, a new phase of your life is starting because you're going to be a parent. It could be quite unexpected, or it's something that you, especially with this kind of like flying horse energy, kind of like a bit like it's a Pegasus, but unicorns always say, believe in the impossible. You didn't think it was possible, and yet it's here. The moon card as well is a card about female menstrual cycles, the female body, reproduction, growth, these kind of things. So yeah, a lot of things saying somebody could be pregnant and it could be unexpected, or something you didn't think was possible. Whew. Right, okay. Our thoughts compressed. Getting this kind of like matrix energy as well, especially with the video for Pure Morning by Placebo. If you want to kind of watch the video to that, it kind of has a very matrixy feeling. If you know the thing about like leaping off the building, you know, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not a good way to test if you can fly, jumping off a high building, because if you can't, it's not going to be good for you. So please don't do that. You know, maybe jump off a chair if you're convinced. Like, I don't know, but it's a leap of faith energy is how it's coming through. So taking a leap of faith to go through to something new. There's this very, very, very clear imagery coming through about passing from one place to another. So I'm going to show you all the different cards here. So you have this card here, take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. Again, a life's work. You don't have to do it all in a day. Remember that kind of Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles energy, especially with this timepiece here about growth taking time. You're not going to see immediate results. You know, it takes a while for a seed to grow into a tree. So there is something about taking time, taking the breaks, resting when you need to. This is kind of the energy that I talk about a lot for you of all work and no play makes Virgo a dull boy or girl, or, you know, however you represent. So make sure you are taking a break, taking your time. Slow and steady wins the race here. You know, something is building, something is growing. The seeds that you've planted are going to pay off, even if you don't see that growth yet. So factor in, I always say this for you, Virgo, you know, when you're writing your jobs list, factor in self-care. You know, it might be going to the gym, make time to go to the gym, make time to have a long bath, make time to sleep, because a tired Virgo is not an effective Virgo, and you need to take those rest periods and that time for yourself to nurture your body in whichever way you need to, whether that's getting more exercise, getting more sleep, eating more healthily. Look after yourself, because you are going to be you can't give to others when you are depleted. So remember that, okay? Slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to do it all in one big go. But it is this energy of like going from like in to out or out to in. So there's this indoors outdoors kind of energy that's coming through. I want to say it's your inner self, but again, there's that passing through a portal there. It's also on this card here where you're in a dark space and you go into the blue, or go to this beach energy. There's something about a beach coming through, which I'll talk about in a bit. Over here, you've got the mirror here twice, like underneath here, you've got these two mirror cards next to each other. So again, this is the empathic starseed. You know, perhaps having a friend and feeling what they're feeling, or being too empathetic or sympathetic, where you're kind of putting yourself in someone else's shoes too much, and it's having an emotional impact on you. So you may have to put up some boundaries, but I'm not actually seeing that. What I'm kind of getting is lean into it, because there's something about you and this friend, something about your energies combining, because it comes through in both of those songs. So in Placebo it says our thoughts compressed, which makes us pressed and makes for stormy weather, or something like that. Our thoughts compressed. And in the Lana Del Rey song she says that way of being of energies combined. But there's something about the connection between you both, but also working out what is yours and what is not yours. Again, even here, look, double mission with the starseeds and the light worker energy. Light worker starseeds serve the world by being you. You have to be you. You're not them. So what energy is yours and what energy is theirs? So with this mirror, there could definitely be somebody who's mirroring you. You could have a twin flame. I use that term cautiously, because I think a lot of people apply it to toxic situations as a kind of excuse to stay in toxic situations, or to be empathetic and sympathetic to the other person. So just be careful of again, who you're giving your energy to and why. Mirror, who or what is triggering you. Empathic starseed, yeah, we've read that. So with this mirror energy, again, it's like passing through the portal, passing through into the other side, passing through into the other space. It could be the subconscious. Water indicates subconscious for me. You could be astrally projecting. You could be unconsciously projecting in your sleep, meeting people, having conversations in your sleep, having dreams that are very, very real. You could be sharing dreams with somebody else. It could also be talking about doing shadow work, going within, looking at yourself in the mirror, going within. There's a lot of this thing about going within and discovering the inner you. You know, holding up a mirror to yourself. Which way around do these go? That way around, right? Yeah. So definitely passing through something, passing into a new portal, into a new phase of your life, right? Going within, doing the shadow work, perhaps doing the shadow work and coming out from that, right? Being in the subconscious realm and coming back to reality. It could go either way. Again, with this energy here, this energy of passing through into something else, the bird passes. It's like the bird goes through the flower and then comes out like something different, right? Joy in action. It feels good though. It feels, you're gonna know because it feels right. It brings you joy. It makes you happy. It brings you pleasure. So again, it's like this energy of, do you see, like joy, action, pleasure. Taking action on this thing brings you pleasure. Do more of what brings you pleasure. You can see kind of like the activation of these two cards. You know, the energy from within you coming outwards and actually having a benefit to the world, I want to say. So where are you being drawn to? Where do you feel, where are you being led? Because you have all this energy about being led somewhere. And I want to say it's because the truth is it brings you pleasure. All paths lead home. Inner authority, again, the voice within. Where is the voice within telling you to go? Intuition, turn your gaze within. And then you have this card here, trust where you're led, power, places, ley lines, trust where you're being led. Where are you being called to? Where are you being called to go to? So there's a lot of information. It could be a specific place, like you're being called to a specific place. For me, especially with these two cards, I was like, that's so strange. It's kind of the visions I've been getting. I get this energy of being on a beach all the time, being on the beach, and there's an ocean there. There's another card as well. Where's the other card that kind of gave me this imagery? It's here. It's in the background here. You see the beach here. So it's like it looks like this as well, the beach that I stand on in the kind of meditation. Where are you being called to? And I'm always looking out at the horizon. But it's like unexpectedly there's somebody there with you. Unexpectedly, like somebody is on the beach with you. Do you see this this image? It's like this is you, or this is that person, and then this person's here, like they're with you unexpectedly. Now it could be their energy, like you sense their presence, you feel them with you. You know, maybe you think of this person, then a song randomly plays that reminds you of this person. You're like, I used to listen to this song with my friend. Like, it's like maybe this is somebody who's on the other side, they've passed away. Or again, maybe it's like astrally projection. It's like there's two of you. It could be the friend within, right? Your own inner friend, something like this. So it's just an incredible reading. I was kind of blown away. And again, I haven't set this up. This is exactly how the cards came out. The Starseed Oracle wanted to talk to you, even though it wouldn't talk in other people's readings. But again, it's this thing about the sky, the stars, and the ocean. Like this up and down kind of tree of life energy. Again, perhaps some of you do yoga. This is what I get when I'm meditating. It's I imagine like energetic roots going down into the ground, energetic branches going up to the sky and connecting with the stars. And then I imagine this is almost exactly what I do when I'm meditating. I imagine a little tiny seed of light. Again, it's something you do if you're doing yoga. A seed of light inside me, normally on my heart chakra, and I expand it. I send it up to the sky. I send it down. It starts as a thread. I grow the thread. I turn it into an energy that expands outwards from me and my aura across the world. I like this. I visualize all this when I'm doing meditation. So again, it could be something that you're doing, drawing energy within and pushing it out. If it's not something you do in meditation, it's something about your core beliefs, your core principles, something about who you are, being that light, again, that lumiere energy, being the light and shining it to others, and it having an impact where it's beneficial to the world, it's beneficial to the globe. You may be sharing stuff on social media. Again, the world card and world imagery can indicate the World Wide Web. Again, connectivity, you know, people connecting across the globe. You could be connecting with a friend electronically, using the internet. You may make an unexpected connection with a friend across the internet. There's all this electricity, energy, which is coming here with this all paths lead home. These kind of standing stones. I was getting something about, because my battery was draining on my phone, and I was like thinking about how you can just put your phone down sometimes on those chargers, you know, say, like, I know in McDonald's or like and things like this, or on trains, they sometimes have them. It's just like a box, and you've put your phone down, and even without wires, your phone charges. And I was like, why can't your phone just charge constantly through like the energy that's in the air? Why can't we charge just through pulling energy in a similar way to that contactless charging? And I was getting something about charging crystals, or standing stones, charging stones, charging crystals. So again, batteries are made up of crystals quite a lot of the time now, aren't they? So I was getting this specific one, something about the stones and these kind of electronic stones, these charging stones. And I want to kind of show you, hopefully I can kind of show you how pretty this is if I can get my candle lit again. The beautiful kind of like colors that are in this crystal. It's kind of it looked really magical, especially yesterday when the room was quite dark, and it was kind of really lit up by this candlelight. Just having a bit of trouble lighting your candle. I don't know what this is. Again, maybe something to do with your own energy. Yeah, it's not wanting to light, is it? I'm going to burn my fingers. Burn my fingers because I forgot I lit it. That's Hallucinogenics by Lana Del Rey. It seems to keep coming through. Isn't that strange? It just won't light. It went out during your reading and now it won't light. That is some sort of message for somebody. Let's just see if I can get the effect here without burning my fingers. So I wish I could get it slightly better. This is a bit scary. So can you see how like luminous, it's really not picking it up very well on the camera, but how like glowing and luminous this stone is and how magical it is. I think it's an opal, and I'm not 100% sure, but it's got these beautiful kind of orange colors to it, and you know, it was lit up with this kind of like firelight star energy last night that was very, very beautiful. So I don't know if that applies to anybody. Maybe you want to get some crystals that are associated with energy and charging. It may be helpful to you. But there is something definitely about going within. So you have this thing about the mirror, right? Taking a long look at yourself in the mirror, going within, doing some shadow work, doing some reflection. It says turn your gaze within, and then you've got cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So again, this energy of like what's within you. It's like something within you coming out, and it's like you having this whole world that you've been growing inside yourself. Maybe you're writing a book or something, right? It's like your imaginary world within you, and it's time to speak a truth. It's time to bring this out into the world. Perhaps it's something you're birthing, a creative project, something like this, a whole new world. Maybe you work on something where I mean, I used to use a program for The Sims called Create a World, where, you know, players could create their own worlds for the characters to play in. So it's like maybe you're creating a world, maybe again, LARPing, something like this. I don't know, but there's something within you, and there's going to be a lot of growth with this. It's like you have to water it though. You have to water it. There's emotions that need to happen. So again, with this, do you see this kind of imagery? It's like the seed is planted within you. There's a seed planted within you, and it's growing. There's a world growing inside you. You see this kind of inner world energy, and then here again, it's like you're nurturing it, you're growing it. It's being birthed, you know. It does have this kind of like inside. It's like a world within a world energy. A world within a world. Again, water. You need the water, you need the rain, you need the emotions. Something about snow as well. Snow is obviously like frozen water. I was talking about how the veil's lifting. I'm seeing here as well with like the doves going up. And I was talking about in the vision, the snow was going up. So it's like the veil is lifting, the something's being revealed. Emotions are being revealed, perhaps. Something, I had this energy in Aries is reading about something coming up from the water. It's like a planet's going to come. It's like a planet within a planet. It's like a planet's going to come up out of, I don't understand it, right? It's matrix kind of stuff. It's not for me to understand. It's messages for Virgo. So Virgo, it either resonates or it doesn't. But it's like this energy of like this hidden world. It's been hidden underneath our world, and it's like coming up. I may have lost a few of you now. It's unexpected. Like we didn't expect. It's like it's coming closer. It's been coming through in quite a few different readings. It's like, here it is, it's coming closer. You're about to go into a new phase. You're about to go into a new, it's like it's getting closer, and then it's like time to step through the portal, something like that. Like surrender as well, like surrender to the process. Like maybe it's inevitable or something like that. Surrender. Hunger. What are you hungry for? We've had the wolf moon, that was January. So yeah, this something inside you, it's like a seed that's planted inside you, perhaps a vision for the future, a vision for, you know, the generations to come, you know, a dream of what the future can look like, a dream of what a new world could look like in terms of like generations, right? Generations having an impact on the globe, having an impact on the world. How do we do this better? How do we become better people? You can even see it here, like, you see like this energy here. It's like it's always been here. It's just becoming like this future is becoming more and more visible. Something like that. Because it's growing. It's like its power's growing. The energy. Did I see power somewhere? Yeah, power here. Like the energy of it is growing. The power's growing. So it's becoming more obvious, it's becoming more visible. It could talk about some kind of movement of society, you know, some kind of like underground organization or, you know, belief system of a younger generation, where now that the younger generation is growing older, if you think about like Greta Thunberg, people like her, you know, the voices get louder, you know, people, you know, the children get to 18, 21, whatever age it is, and become adults, and it's like, now we can vote, now we have a voice, now we can speak. So it's like, it could be something about generationally, like a new generation coming in who now have a voice and they're going to use it. It may be some kind of like something, some kind of organization or network that has been brought together by the internet, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know, maybe they've flown under the radar, maybe they've been talking in Discord groups, maybe they've been talking on private messages, and then it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, here we are now, we're here now, we're not hiding anymore, we're out, you know, maybe it's LGBTQ, we're out, we're proud. It does feel like something that's been cloaked, something that's been hidden. Even if it's not intentional, it could just be right place, right time with the Seven of Pentacles, where it's like, you know, people just were naturally, you know, let's go to our own little corner of the internet. Let's just talk in DMs. Let's just talk in private messages. You know, let's just talk in our own little groups. But it's like, you know, like say there's 5 people in a group. That person's also in this group, and that person's also in this group, and that person's also in this group. And the people in those groups are also in other groups. So there's this like, almost like what, so many degrees of separation where all like, it's all little bubbles, it's all little groups, but they're all connected. And they're connected around the globe. So it's like, it could be an event, something that happens when what's been hidden suddenly becomes activated, suddenly becomes mainstream, suddenly becomes public. And so maybe it's like I say, maybe it's not anything that's like, it's not like activists or anything like this. It's a natural circumstance of events where people have just been, you know, talking amongst themselves, and then it's like, oh my goodness, everybody else has this same idea, let's all, you know, connect with each other more vocally. It could be something like that, where it's like the universe has cloaked this. but there is a huge amount of growth here. Again, it could be some kind of movement, some kind of youth movement that's been growing, and people haven't paid it any attention. It's not been important. It's not been in the news, and then suddenly it's very, very, very visual, something like that. But it's whatever it is, and whatever it is, again, it is coming from within. So within ourselves, it could be talking about star seeds. You've had a couple of cards about star seeds and light workers. You may see yourself as a star seed or a light worker if you want to Google that if you don't know what it is. It's like this star seeds, the light workers around the globe have suddenly activated. Like suddenly they are speaking up. Like suddenly they are raising the vibration of the planet with this. In the visuals that I've had, it's like it really is like something that, like seeds that have been planted, like something that's under the ground, and then it's like all suddenly connected in a kind of a layer of vibration, like a vibrational layer, and then it's got this energy of lifting or growing or expanding from the center of the planet and going outwards. So it's like our own inner world, our own inner vision of what the world should be, you know, how the world should be growing, how the world should be learning lessons, how the world should be raising its vibration. And then it's like all of a sudden it's like all these people activate and come together energetically to create a network or a blanket or a fog of energy that is raising the vibration of the planet, like the inner world becoming an outer world. And like maybe like it's unexpected, people didn't see this happening, maybe it's like a shock that other people feel this way, something like this. But here in this underlying, you've got this energy of, and again, you've got this energy of it results in a truth. Like all this growth and expansion results in a truth, a truth that's been hidden, a truth that is meaningful and spiritual and divinely guided. And it's going to have this impact on the world. Again, this is how the cards came out. I've not made anything up. I'm not setting anything up here. Like the imagery is so clear. So these cards kind of spat out in a bit of a blip. So something, my battery is actually running out. Quick charging crystal. So this is about connectivity, networking, community, friendship, fortune's wheel, good fortune, things turning in your favor, Queen of Earth, nurturing, being a provider, having everything you need on a practical level, and Two of Cups, there's that friendship again. So I don't know what all this is for you. Hopefully it resonates. I'm gonna have to go because my battery is about to run out, but again, the images, there's a lot of reoccurring images in your reading, and I was really excited to get this on camera. I pulled the cards last night, I've been thinking about it all night, excited to get this on camera because it feels very high vibrational and kind of what's within becoming what's within you, the starseed light worker quality within you, the seed within you being activated, making this connection with other like-minded people and really raising the vibration of the planet. So it's a really beautiful reading. All right, I hope it was helpful to you. Do take care of yourselves. Leave me a like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already. Just to quickly show you the cards I've been using: the Starseed Oracle, Work Your Light Oracle, the Good Tarot, the Elemental Oracle, Sacred Forest, and Queen of the Moon Oracle. And I'm going to leave it there. Do take care, and I'll see you again soon. Check out the description box for songs as well. There'll be a few extra songs down there. Bye, Virgo.